Swiping my card like Kyber, man back brown like Nyla. A bag on the outfit casual, boxing and socks are fiber. Using the traps like Yugi, air ones white like Ruby. Mika X hit a lick.
Yo, it's TheGIBBYNATR and big up HJDOOGAN. He made a video on this gun and oh my god, this thing is overpowered. Like, they say that the variants in this game aren't stat changing and they have no effect on how the gun plays, but this thing right here, this is on a whole new level. This thing's so good. Now, this is the grease gun Brandy. Now, look at those iron sights. Look at them. They are so clean compared to the normal grease gun iron sights. Have a look at these things. These things are disgusting. Look at that. Ugh, who wants that? Nah, so we're going with the Brandy. This thing is so OP. As I said, shout out to HJDOOGAN for showing me this class setup in a video. He's a sick YouTuber. He's got like 150k subs. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. If you're not subscribed to him, I don't know what you're doing, but go and check him out now because he's a sick YouTuber. You don't want to miss out on his content. My class setup's slightly different, but it's still OP. So if you want to take a screenshot of the class setup, do that now. And now we're going to get into a gameplay. So lads, in the background you're going to be seeing a brutal and a 20 kill streak in the same game. So I went on this 25 kill streak, was about to get the vicious medal, and I just got clapped by a person. I had to pick up another gun, so this isn't like the Brandy through the whole of that streak. But then the next life I got on another 20 kill streak, which was pretty sick, and unfortunately the game ended before I could get the vicious medal or the V2 rocket. So this gameplay had loads of potential, but this is like the first weekend that I've actually been just bashing this gun out. Next weekend I'm going to be using it again, and hopefully I'll get like a double vicious, something insane for you guys to watch. But anyway, I'm going to break down this class setup, show you why it is so overpowered. Now the thing is, like, the grease gun on its own, just like the base variant, is a really good gun. If you put rapid fire on it, it is really good, but it's just the fact that the iron sights are so horrible means that you kind of need to run a sight on it. So that's why this variant, if you can get the Brandy, you are lucky. You need to use it because you don't need, like, you save an attachment because you don't need to run the sight. So that is just so clutch in Call of Duty terms, because you're going to have the one up on your enemy if you don't have to use an attachment, but they do. Like, that's just not even fair. That's why I don't agree with these variants at all, the ones that actually change the iron sights. It should just be like the actual, nothing that is actually any use to the game. So maybe, like, you know how you have the thing that cocks back and forward when you're shooting? I don't know what you'd call that on a gun, but maybe that would look different. You know how, like, Black Ops 3 had different attachment variants? I thought it'd be more similar to that, but no, it just fully changes your iron sights and makes your gun OP, which is stupid. I'm gonna do some more videos like this on the STG and that, because there's some really OP variants for that as well. But anyway, getting into this class setup, so I'm using rapid fire and extended mags on this Brandy, and that is just beautiful. The fast, like, it makes the fire rate super fast. And like the original fire rate on the grease gun is kind of slow because it's a high damage, low recoil SMG, so the fire rate isn't going to be that mental. But when you put rapid fire on it, it turns it pretty damn sick. Now, a gun this does remind me of is the DIY gun from Black Ops 3 multiplayer. It was like the nail gun. I don't know why, it kind of sounds like it, kind of looks like it, but it's just so powerful like that gun. So it's mostly like a 3 to 5 hit. I think it's always a 3 to 5 hit kill, which is so good for an SMG, especially that 3 hit. It's one of the only SMGs in the game that can get 3 hit kills. I think the MP40 is the other one that can get 3 hit kills, but the grease gun has the best range. So this gun's also really good in hardcore. And it's a really good gun to use. You need to use it. And then obviously the extended mags, you're watching this gameplay in the background, you know I just challenge everyone. I go up to 4 people, gun them all, and without extended mags that is impossible. So I recommend that extended mags. If you are more of a passive player and you're not trying to like spawn trap and that, you can maybe put on like foregrip, I don't know, maybe steady aim, long barrel, something like that. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. And then for the division, I'm using mountain division. Now, a lot of people they just stick with infantry and airborne, but I love mountain. Mountain is so overpowered. People always use it against me. I get really annoyed about it. So I'm like, why won't I use it myself? So I put it on. I don't get people that complain about something and then don't use it themselves. Like, I agree. Mountain is broken as fuck, but it is so good and you need to use it. Like, you get ghost and dead silence. Just overpowered, that's all I can say. And then for the basic training, I'm using hustle. Now, hustle's really good for me because, as I said, I'm a really rushy player. I like to go in and get all the kills. And with hustle on, it just makes it 10 times easier because I can get a quad feed, reload, get another one if there are other people there. But without the fast hands, the fast reload with hustle, it's the reload's kind of slow with the grease gun. It's not unbearable, but just for me, hustle's a really good one because obviously primed got nerfed recently, so that's completely pointless unless you do want the extra attachment. Maybe you could put 4 grip on. But at the end of the day, I think the basic training is whatever suits your player style best. So if you are more of a passive player, then you might want to use prime to put on a foregrip so you can pick people off across the map. If you're more of an aggressive player, then hustle, or the basic training that makes you run faster. I can't actually remember what that's called right now, but that's also like a really good one. You could also use lookout, which makes your minimap 2 times bigger, which is sick, so you can see where people are more, which is, yeah, that's really good to use. I switch between lookout and hustle now because I don't really find all the other basic trainings that helpful. But then moving on into the pistol, the machine pistol, things godly. I don't actually use it once in the gameplay though, because I always pick up a gun. I always spawn in and pick up a gun because the scavenger perk in this, the basic training, it's kind of just like it only allows you to refill ammo. Like for me, that isn't that important. I can just pick up a gun off the floor and still do work with it. So I always find a gun that I like. So if there's an STG on the floor, I'll pick it up, swap it out for my pistol. If there's a PPSH, I'll pick it up. So just like if you find a gun on the floor you like, pick it up for your pistol. The pistol's nowhere near as good as a primary weapon, but still this is the best pistol if you do get caught off guard. If you are reloading, you can quickly switch to that pistol and then gun kids down. If you put extend mags on the pistol, it is so good. You can genuinely pick up like 3 pieces and that with this pistol, so that's a really good gun to use. And then for the lethal, what I would recommend is using the Semtex. Now you could also use the C4 in this game, which is really good. It's just like a TNT block. You just launch it, blow it up, exactly like a C4 from the old Call of Duties. But the thing is, it's not that good because you can't explode it whilst it's in the air. It has to be on the floor like Black Ops 3, which I don't really like. I loved it when you could blow it up whilst it was in mid-flight, like Black Ops 2. That was so sick because you could just use it like when you're out of ammo, you just launch it and blow it up instantly, you get quad feeds, and it was so good. I really like that. But yeah, that's the class setup. If you do find this video helpful, definitely drop a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as I said, like HJDOOGAN made a video on this talking about it, and I was like, oi, I got that the other day, I'll give it a go, because I never liked the grease gun purely because the iron sights are so trash. So if you're thinking right now, oh, I hate the grease gun, I promise you'll love it if you get this variant. I think if you want to get this variant, it's probably going to cost around 10,000 army credits, but for me that's worth it. This gun is great. I'll go as far as saying this is the best SMG variant in the game just because of its high damage, like a high damage SMG that can compete with assault rifles, and it has a 3-shot kill range so it can destroy people with SMGs. Like, this gun is basically unstoppable. I believe if I am going to get like a crazy gameplay like 100-0 or something like that, it will be with this gun because it is that good. There are other really good variants like the duck soup that change your iron sights, but for me it's just the brandy. The duck soup doesn't get 3-hit kills, but this thing does. And as you'll see in this gameplay, I am getting quite like long range kills. And you can just gun kids across the map. You can take on SDGs, you can take on FG42s. Like, the gun is so versatile. It's one of the few SMGs that I'd say doesn't need a buff, because a lot of the SMGs tend to be kind of weak. I mean, the PPSH is really good, but then guns like the Type 100, if you're up close, you're still going to get gunned by assault rifles. It's just kind of, the SMGs are a bit dead in this game, which is a shame because I love SMGs. But yeah, it is what it is. As I said, if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more, because I'm going to be bringing you the best tips and tricks throughout this whole year. When I find out something that works, I'm going to share it with you. And yeah, we're just going to have a good time this year. So it's been TheGIBBYNATR, and I'll see you in the next video, lads. Peace. Fast ass nuke inbound. That's that nuke inbound on time, you now, boys. As long as I'll keep this held, sprint around, get all the kills I need. Something about overlays. Yeah, overlays will like ruin your CPU and shit, bro. Set your processing power. Come on. Oh my god, I actually made it. I'm on hit. Over 20.